Hello, folks. I'm going to tell you a story that's strictly for entertainment purposes only. And I don't want anybody in my comments going, I already knew that. Because you know what, people? I'm so sick and tired of you, taking away all of our fun. This is my story. Let me just fucking tell it. The Big Techbro Monarchy, a startup nation gone rogue. Imagine a world where elections are seen as an annoying bug rather than a feature. And instead of politicians, we get CEOs ruling like benevolent or not so benevolent kings. That's the basic vibe of the Dark Enlightenment, a movement that says, hey, what if democracy is actually a terrible idea? Peter Thiel, the venture capitalist, who once said, I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible. Instead of funding the next big app, he's been investing in political candidates who think the government should be run like a startup, except the users don't get to vote on product updates. Think J.D. Vance, who he has funded. Next up, J.D. Vance. The ex-VC and author of Hillbilly Elegy, who went from warning about the elite takeover of America to, well, signing up for it. Now a major political figure, he's the public-facing, relatable avatar of the movement. I don't know how relatable he is. Relatable's definitely in quotation marks. Curtis Yarvin, a.k.a. Mencius Moldberg, that's his a.k.a. that he writes under. The internet's favorite neo-monarchist blogger who believes democracy is just a bad UI and that the country should be run by a single sovereign leader, preferably one appointed by, say, a wealthy Silicon Valley benefactor. Just spitballing here. Elon Musk, the wild card. He may not be a hardcore Dark Enlightenment guy, but he's certainly flirting with the aesthetic. Buying X, twatter, whatever you want to call it, embracing authoritarian-leaning figures, and generally behaving like a meme-loving tech emperor in training. And let's not even talk about the Yahtzee stuff he's got going on. So what's the end game? The Dark Enlightenment isn't about taking over Congress. It's about making Congress irrelevant by shifting power toward a corporate technocratic elite who rule more efficiently, or so they claim. We've seen how well that's going. Think The Social Network meets Game of Thrones, with less sword fighting and more libertarian exit strategies. Mars colonies, private cities, bunkers, you name it. Whether this is the next phase of civilization or just an edgy blog post that got out of hand, only time will tell. But if your next president starts wearing a crown and quoting startup metrics instead of the Constitution, well, you heard it here first.